Everyone, welcome to the show. I have some funny news to share with you guys today. As you guys all know, Donald Trump, he has just been grifting off of his supporters for over 10 years now, right? I mean, we know this. He and his whole family. Well, MAGA just found out that they got hosed yet again in another Trump grift. So check this out, and then I'll explain what this is all about and all the details, why this guy is so pissed off.
Trump supporter here. This goes out to Don Jr. and Eric. Where the fuck's my phones? I ordered 4 gold Trump phones in the summer. Told they're going to be the best. Talked my son into ordering some. We heard they're going to come out in September. Yeah, we can fucking wait. September rolls around. No, it's going to be November. No, it's going to be the end of the year. They actually stopped taking orders for them in November. Now we can't get any fucking updates on them. Now, we got all this fraud going on in Minnesota, and I hope a lot of fucking people go to jail. But 590,000 people buying a phone at $500 or $600 each, add that the fuck up. Just the down payments of $100 is 60 fucking million. Give me my fucking phones or give me my money back.
So that was Steve, and you can tell he's a little pissed off because last June, Donald Trump and his 2 inbred sons announced that they were going to launch Trump Mobile. Okay, so they launched this mobile service. They offered these Trump branded cell phones. They were called T1 phones. They were, of course, gold, like not real gold, but cheesy gold. And they claim that, oh, this is going to be manufactured in the US. This is going to be the greatest thing ever. It's going to be the best phone service ever. Never mind the fact that it's more expensive than phone service you can get through other carriers already. But take a look at what Eric Trump said. So he was on Maria Bartiromo's show. She let him do this full promo for it. And this is when they were first launching this scheme. Listen to how he described this.
Maria, more and more we're using technology as a company, right, to correct the problems. Obviously, Truth Social was to correct freedom of speech, right? I mean, he lost his throughout the political process. Obviously, crypto, and we got the biggest projects in crypto, was to correct another problem, which is the fact that they were debanking all conservatives. I was the most canceled person probably in the history of the country. And now we're doing Trump Mobile, and Trump Mobile is going to revolutionize cell phones, mobile calling. We're going to do it better. We're going to do it safer. We're going to have more functionality, more features. And the coolest thing about all these ventures is we're doing it right here in the United States. You're not calling up call centers in Bangladesh. You're not, you're doing it right out of St. Louis, Missouri. And you're going to have phones that are made right here in the United States of America. And it's going to be cheaper, $47 a month. You're going to have more international dialing for free, hundreds of countries, international dialing for free. It is the biggest bang for the buck, and we're really excited to get into the space. I mean, when you take kind of technology, obviously real estate's always been our bread and butter, but when you take the technology world between the social platforms, the actual hard devices, which is really what Trump Mobile is, and then kind of the true retail banking, CFI, DeFi, worlds of cryptocurrency, which is no question where the world is going. I really believe we're going to have one of the great kind of tech platforms as part of the Trump organization of any company in the world, and I couldn't be more proud of Trump Mobile.
Best ever, best service, best price. First of all, bullshit. They're by far $50 a month is $20 more than Spectrum charges per month. So they're not the cheapest by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, you're not calling Bangladesh customer service. You know why? Because they have no customer service. So I'll explain that in just a minute. You kind of got the idea from that guy, Steve. Like, people can't get a hold of anybody. As with everything else that comes out of these demons' mouths, this is total and complete bullshit. All of it. So here's how this scam started to fall apart almost immediately. So first of all, they quietly removed the Made in America claim from their website. So they had the Trump Mobile website that said, oh, just like Eric was talking about there, oh, made in America is, we're going to give manufacturing back to America. No, no, they later admitted that, yeah, the phones aren't actually made in America. The bulk of the phone is put together in other countries, and then a few finishing touches, a few little parts are going to be added here in the United States. And then the appearance of the phone kept changing. So the website called the International Business Times, they described it like this. Let me bring this up for you guys. They said product imagery was equally unstable. The original phone design resembled a gold-plated iPhone, but pre-order imagery later shifted to something resembling a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, photoshopped with the T1 logo and an American flag with the Spigen phone case manufacturer's logo still visible in the image. So understand what they did here. They were either too lazy or too cheap to create a prototype and use an image of the actual phone, of the supposed real T1 phone. Okay. So they just went and got images off of the internet, it sounds like, of other phones, and then they photoshopped the T1 logo onto it. Like, you couldn't be more cheesy. These are billionaires. You can't pay someone to create a prototype. I mean, even if you didn't want to do that, even if you're like, you know what, it's going to take too long, we want to get this out to market. What can we? You could use AI. These are the people who, like, as Eric Trump was saying there, oh, we're leading the way on technology, but yet you don't know how to make an AI image of a phone? Like, and there were reports of all this chaos with the billing, with the shipping. So, according to the Trump crime family, all you had to do, you give them $100 deposit, and then you pay the balance, which was $399. You pay that later. So, this is essentially a $500 phone. Okay. Well, an investigative journalist with 404 Media decided, I'm going to test this out. So he goes, tries to place an order, and it went about as best as you would expect from like a Trump company. So first of all, the pre-order page failed. When he finally got it to work, when he finally managed to place his order, it charged him the wrong amount. So instead of the $100 deposit, they only took $64.70. Like, how they came up with that, I don't know. And then the order page, he said, never even bothered to ask him for a shipping address. So it's like, where are you sending it? And then he started receiving confirmation emails saying, oh yeah, you're going to get, you're going to receive delivery notifications when the time gets closer. As you probably could have guessed, those never showed up, never got the delivery notifications. And then he said that other buyers, I guess he went out and started interviewing people, and other buyers were getting hit with unauthorized recurring charges. So people were getting hit with more than the original deposit on a regular basis. And there is no customer service. Like I was saying earlier with that guy, Steve, there was no customer service to take calls. So people were getting hit with these charges and they couldn't even dispute them. Like I said, you're not calling Bangladesh because you're not calling anyone. There is no one to call. Like, who are you going to call? You may as well call Ghostbusters because there's no Trump mobile customer service. And then NBC did the same thing. So they placed like an experimental order, And here's what the International Business Times said about their order. They said multiple delivery dates were given and missed. NBC News placed a $100 deposit in August 2025. A customer service operator promised a specific ship date of 13 November 2025, which passed without any update. When NBC News followed up, operators cited the U.S. government shutdown as the reason for the delay. That explanation drew immediate scrutiny, given that Trump Mobile is a private company managed by Trump's adult sons and has no formal connection to the federal government. As of April 2026, the T1 phone had still not received a new release date. So they tried to blame the government shutdown. These clowns think that their supporters are so ignorant that they would believe that a government shutdown was the reason why a private company never sent out their product. Anyway, so as it mentioned there, like no update was given and the phones still haven't arrived. We are now in May. We are now almost a year out from when they first announced it and started taking the deposits, and nobody has received their phones. And now it got worse because now Trump supporters are being told, yeah, we may or may not make the phones at all. I'm not kidding. So let me show you guys this. This is the updated Trump Mobile terms and conditions page. So here's the overview of the page. You can see it says pre-order deposit terms and conditions, last updated on April 6th, 2026. So just about a month ago, they updated this. So I took a closer shot so you could see it. So here's what the first paragraph says. It says, a pre-order deposit provides only a conditional opportunity if Trump Mobile later elects in its sole discretion to offer the device for sale. A deposit is not a purchase, does not constitute acceptance of an order, does not create a contract for sale, does not transfer ownership or title interest, does not allocate or reserve specific inventory, and does not guarantee that a device will be produced or made available for purchase. So it's literally saying, like, you can give us a deposit, but we may decide we're just not going to do this. And we're going to hold on to your money. And then here's what it said further down. This was on the no binding sales contract portion. So it says this. A binding sales contract is formed only if all of the following occur. 1, Trump Mobile makes the device available for sale. 2, you complete checkout. 3, you submit full payment. And 4, Trump Mobile accepts and successfully processes payment. Until those conditions are satisfied, no enforceable agreement for purchase exists. So just like MAGA fell for the DJT stock, which is still today down in the single digits, it's like $9 today, literally, where it used to be, up almost $80 before Trump took office. And before that, it had been even higher. Just like they fell for that, they fell for these fake phones. And as you heard Steve say, and he is not wrong, they put another $60 million in the Trump family's pockets. But yet, they want to brag. Oh, Trump is so great. He is such a wonderful person. He's so generous, cares about this country so much. He doesn't even take his $400,000 yearly presidential salary. Why would he, suckers? Why would he need to? when you so gladly line his pockets for nothing so he can screw you over, and to the tune of millions and billions. He doesn't need your measly $400,000, which I still don't buy because, it's just like his first term, he was supposed to donate it to charity, and To my knowledge, I don't think there was ever any paper trail or proof that he ever did that. But anyway, I will let you know if I hear any more on this. But yeah, MAGAs, they're not happy today. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please definitely share this with other people so they can have fun as well. If you can donate, it really helps to keep the show going. So I greatly appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.